Here are 3 Rimowa iPhone cases. One of them is real and the other 2 are fake, and I definitely do not recommend getting the real one, and I'm going to talk about why. So which one is the real one? It is this one. The reason I don't recommend getting it is because the sides become discolored after only about a week of use, and I have complete discoloration on almost all sides except the very top at this moment. Now, I don't know if it's coming through on the camera, but you can see it's kind of got this gross look to it. And for a very expensive iPhone case, I wouldn't expect that to happen. There's also a bit of discoloration here. Now, the one part that seems impeccable or untouched is the actual aluminum front here. That looks fine, but it's this plastic material that really ruins it, and definitely not worth the money. Now, you might be better off getting a black model, but before we talk about that, let's talk about how we distinguish a real Rimowa iPhone case from the other. So the best indicator that I found is that there was a hole here on the real one. The other thing is that when you look at the fake ones, not only is this hole covered, but the volume buttons often have an up arrow or a down arrow. Now, there's a lot of variability between the different fake versions. So, for example, if we look at this fake version, we can see that the printing on the inside is smaller and more faded on the fake version. It also does not have any printing along this part where the camera lens is, whereas on the real version, there is some printing in there. Let's look at some other indicators. We can see the positioning of the lines are a little bit different. On the fake one, there's not enough breathing space here on the edge, whereas on the real one, there's a nice distance there. But from a quick look, you really couldn't be able to tell the difference. They both look like genuine Rimowa cases. The logo is the correct size, but the positioning of these grooves here, this fluting is a bit different between the real and the fake, and you can verify that by going online, for example, to Rimowa's website, compare the positioning of the grooves with what you might find with the fake ones, for example, on websites like Lazada, which is where I bought this one. Now, the other thing we can see here is that they all say that they're made in Germany. We can see that on the inside, but I believe that some of the authentic Rimowa cases are in fact made in China. So they're really relying more on the brand name rather than necessarily the quality of the materials or where the manufacturing happens. So let's take a look at the black version. So what I would recommend is get a black version. It's not going to become discolored as easily. Now, whether you get the real one or the fake one's really up to you. This looks pretty close to the real one. Keep in mind that there's no hole here, but we also see that there are no arrows on this. So this is a better dupe than the gray one here. We can see on the inside, the printing is higher quality. They got the printing replication, the logo size, almost exactly the same. Now, if we take a look at the grooves, we see that the groove positioning is not quite accurate to the real version. It goes a little bit too close to the edge. But what I've done is I've actually switched from using the real silver one to the fake black one just because of the discoloration problem. Now, you have other options with the iPhone cases, so it can be very difficult to get the right one. So I was trying to get the authentic silver version. I went to all the Rimowa stores. There were 3 of them in my country here. Couldn't find a single one for the iPhone 15 Pro. I was able to find one black version, and the one that's most common is one that has this sort of rainbow-like effect. It's transparent. It has little things sticking out of the bottom so that you can have a strap to go around. So that's kind of cool. It's a bit feminine though, so I'm not sure if too many guys are going to like it. You're also going to pay a premium price, partly because it does come with that strap, which could be convenient. But if you're going to put it in a aluminum case or a crossbody bag, then you don't really need that strap much. So that's my experience. I don't really think that the premium price is worth it. Be mindful of the colors that you're getting. Be careful with your options, and just be cautious. Just because it has the Rimowa brand on it doesn't necessarily you're gonna get the durability. Now, if you're buying something like a luggage, so I recently bought a Rimowa luggage, and you're paying over $1,000 for it, it does come with a lifetime warranty. I've reported this issue to Rimowa, so we'll find out how they respond and if they're going to replace it or refund it or whatnot. But I'm doubtful.